Welcome to another exciting episode of Let's Meet, the first all-English international broadcast program for international communication in Chongqing, produced by the WCICO. I'm your host, Alex. Today, we have a very special guest. Meet Patrina Shell, a globe-trotting Canadian YouTuber who's explored over 50 countries and counting. Africa holds a special place in her heart. She spent nearly 4 years there, traveling across the continent from South Africa all the way to Egypt. She's even crossed the Atlantic on board of a yacht 3 times, and now, after years on the move, she's finally made it to Asia, touching down today in Chongqing, China.
Well, hello, my beautiful friends. Today we're at the Zhangjiajie Canyon. It is incredible. There is so much high energy. You've officially arrived at the rock carvings. And as I said, it's a World UNESCO Heritage Site. I visit a couple of Cebu's most popular markets where I get to try some of their best and most well-known street food. What if I told you there's a city where every corner tells a story and every moment feels alive? Welcome to Changsha, Hunan. I'm ready for the next adventure. So I'm interested to see just how fast the train goes.
Today, I'm exploring the cost of living and lifestyle with fellow Canadian Patrina, comparing Chongqing, China versus Canada. Let's see the real differences and surprises. What is it like for a Canadian living here in China versus back home in Canada? Let's break it down.
I'm interested to know, how much does it cost for rent here? Can you eat like a king on a budget? How easy is it to get around?
Well, let's hit the streets and find out. This product comes from not just Chongqing, it comes from all over the regions here in China. So that's Yunnan province. This is 2 RMB.
If you go to a farmer's market, yes, the produce looks really nice, but the prices are not gonna look this nice, that is for sure. For 1 head of lettuce, you'll be paying easily $7 or $8.
Just look at the quality here. Cost of living in Canada. What happened in Canada over the last few years with food?
Oh my gosh, the food has gone through the roof. A lot of my friends are going out less and less because they can't afford to go out.
And now it's a luxury,
Yeah.
almost, right?
Definitely a luxury.
What would you spend a month on groceries in Canada?
On groceries, okay, for myself as a single person, $200 a week.
Wow, that's expensive.
That is a very unique looking vegetable.
I don't even know what this is. So, Patrina, we're gonna buy some of these tasty snacks here from this lady. It's Alipay, this is a bank, the bank app,
Okay.
and as well as Wishi.
All right,
Go right up there and scan it.
guys.
Now she wants 15, so you just type
15?
in 15, yeah.
And okay.
Hit okay.
Amazing.
Let me see if a Canadian can suggest a local snack to another Canadian.
All right.
Have a look here. Honest opinion.
Mystery snack.
Okay.
That's basically $1 a bag.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
Okay.
Let's see.
I hope she likes it.
I don't even know what it is. Oh, that's really nice. But a nice little spicy flavor.
Chongqing, intangible cultural heritage there
Wow.
on the cover. Oh yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
I'll
Thank
give
you.
We're at another part of this adventure here. We decided to call up an agent and see what the price of a luxury apartment here is in Chongqing. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm Elaine from Cindy Real Estate.
Oh, pleasure to meet you. I'm Katrina.
A monthly rent for this apartment would be like $7,000.
$1,000 US.
Yeah.
That's insane.
How big is it though?
Yeah, this is a like 3-bedroom apartment.
This is really mind-blowing because $1,000, for instance, it's like 1,300 Canadian. You wouldn't even get a bachelor suite for that price. And here in Chongqing, you're getting top 10 luxury apartment. It's absolutely shocking. My mind is blown today. And for a starting point, say someone's coming out of university and they're looking for their first apartment, what would be a price range starting point?
Around 1,500.
1,500?
Yes, RMB.
So that is $207 US.
Yeah.
You couldn't even rent a bedroom in Canada. For just renting a bedroom in Canada, easily $1,000 for a bedroom.
Wow.
And like in Canada, they do the background checks because in case someone doesn't pay their rent. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's easy and cheap.
Yeah, I love it. I'm moving to China.
Welcome.
Thank you, Sir.
It's not just about cost, it's about quality as well here. And I can ask you, 1 hour massage in Canada, what would that cost?
Depending on where you're getting it, base price $100 to $120 for 60 minutes.
Do you normally have to tip after that as well?
Oh yeah, you
It's a
tip.
tip culture?
Yeah.
Let's go see what it's cost us upstairs here.
Excited?
Without an appointment.
Oh, walk-in.
Yeah.
Walk-in massage, guys.
So we just booked on an application called Meituan. So this one, we'll do it on the screen here, is 148 RMB for 95 minutes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. It's so crazy. Like, it's painful.
I've never had cupping in my entire life. It was intense, it was painful, it was hot, it was a lot of things all combined into one unexpected experience. Value for money, 10 out of 10. Obviously, being in China, Chinese medicine is a very big part of the culture, and I happen to love herbal medicine and natural remedies and things like this. So I'm on my way to a Chinese medicine hospital in the oldest area of Chongqing. Also, I'm very interested to know how much this is going to cost here in China. So only going just over 2 kilometers, and it's going to cost the equivalent of $1.38 US, which is insane because in Canada, minimum you're going to be paying for something like this $12 or $13 minimum for a few kilometers. So far, this process is super quick. 20 yuan. That's insane. I still have no idea what's going on, but I'm scanned in. So my appointment's already within the next 15 minutes. To see a dermatologist in Canada, you're waiting up to 6 months, sometimes even longer. How do you feel about Chinese healthcare? Do you think that it's easily accessible and very reliable?
当然，因为中国医保它可以普及每一个中国人民，然后呢，我们都可以很高效的去完成就是看病的这个东西。
Oh, they have medical insurance. I didn't know China had medical insurance. Do you prefer more of the herbal traditional Chinese medicine or mainstream medicine?
我认为只要它对我的健康有益，我都可以使用。
I think I can use it as long as it's good for my health. There we go. So going to 9, which is just over here. There's so many more people here today, and this is still more efficient than Canada. And for pharmacy, you'd be waiting an hour for your prescription. Like, so quick. All right, I got all of these prescriptions. This costs $15 US. In Canada, that would be easily $100, $120. And it is exactly 11:51. So I've been here 1 hour, and in 1 hour, I've seen the dermatologist, picked up my prescriptions, and now I'm good to go, guys. We come straight out to a wholesale center. So let the shopping begin. And look how busy it is here. For 20 yuan. Hey guys, I am getting a brand new jacket for 150 yuan, which is like $40. And that to me is a very good price. Yeah, I'm so happy right now. Everything here is between 80 and 150. So you can just go wild with these prices. This is what happens because it is so cheap to buy things here because it's like direct from the distributors and manufacturers. So everything is super cheap, very good quality. So I have all these bags. I can't even tell you the last time I've had this many shopping bags on my arm. I'm totally amazed by the lifestyle here. Good shopping, good food. Everything is super affordable. I'm in love with Chongqing now. This lifestyle completely is a different level than Canada, for sure.
And right now, I'm sitting down with her for an exclusive interview to hear her favorite moments. Petrina, welcome to Chongqing, the city where the buildings touch the sky and the metro runs through the apartments.
Hello, Alex. Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to be here.
What was the most surprising thing about Chongqing that you didn't expect?
Yeah, I mean, I found that very interesting how you can go up an escalator or go down an escalator and you somehow still end up on the level floor. Like, that blew my mind, how that's even possible.
Well, let's talk about food. Anything surprising that you've had here in this city, the hot pot city?
Oh, the hot pot is hot. Let me tell you, I've eaten a lot of hot food in my life, and this was the first time that I felt burning in my body after I finished a meal.
If you could describe Chongqing in 3 words.
Mega, futuristic, and magical. As soon as those lights come on at night, and it's a completely different world here. You have lights on the bridges, lights on the buildings.
The lights inspire people here in China to actually come out and ignite the night economy here. And the night economy are, you know, the average person selling products, maybe some of the shops open. Has our country of Canada, have we lost that excitement for the nighttime? What's it like back home?
To be honest, yeah, I really think we have. And I mean, at night, it feels a lot more dangerous in Canada. There's not really a lot going on at night.
How did you find the cost of living in Chongqing compared to other places? I mean, you've been to 50 countries. Is this a very expensive city to travel to?
This is not expensive at all. To be honest, Africa is more expensive to travel in than Chongqing.
You know, if you were to live in Chongqing, you know, what kind of lifestyle do you think you would have here?
Well, actually, I feel like I would have a very high lifestyle because I would have a nice apartment, and for minimal cost. I think my quality of life would be 10 times higher here than in Canada. Yeah, and self-care is a lot more accessible here. I tried Chinese massage. I even got cupping, and I couldn't believe that was all in the same cost as just the massage. In Canada, you'd be doing all these add-ons, and suddenly you're going to spend $200 or $300 on this service.
What are your thoughts on Chongqing's public transit? You've seen it. Your thoughts of that?
In the beginning, it was mind-boggling, and I was wondering, am I even going to be able to take this? Like, how am I going to find my way anywhere? Look at this map, they're everywhere. But it's actually so well organized. So once I just learned the basics of how these lines work and the colors, it's super simple to figure out, and it's so cheap. And there's, I think, over 300 stations.
Yeah, there's
in
a
the
lot
city.
of stations.
Yeah. If I'm going to compare this to Calgary, you got the C train, which goes maybe in 2 directions, and that's it.
Yeah. You know, if someone was planning a first trip to Chongqing, you know, what kind of advice would you give them now that you've experienced the city? And, you know, how has visiting, you know, Chongqing change your perception of China?
I would say bring an extra suitcase, because there's a lot of good shopping here, and it's very cheap because this is where so many things are made. Try some of the local food. Definitely you need to try the hot pot. Probably going to be one of the most delicious things you've ever had. And the lights, I can't stop talking about the lights.
Thank you very much. And, you know, there's a stereotype of China in, I would say, a lot of Western societies. People have this stereotype.
When I first came here a couple months ago for the first time, I knew nothing about China other than what I had heard in Western media as well. And so when I had decided I'm coming to China, everyone back home was telling me, be careful, and I can't believe you're going to China. And I was even afraid. I'm like, okay, all I know is what I've seen on the news and what people are telling me. So maybe it is scary, but I'm going to go find out. And it has completely transformed my whole perception. And now I'm just excited to share with the world that it is not anything of what the Western world thinks it is.
I want to thank you again for spending the lovely time in our city of Chongqing. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. Bye-bye. Katrina shared her Chongqing adventure on social media. Now, let's see how the people reacted. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Let's meet, showcasing new Chongqing to the world. I'm your host, Alex. See you next time with a new guest.